this is pointed in. We don't want that pointed in. We want it to slide in and hit it and stop. So it needs to be assembled like so. So the V, so every time that you take out your cup, you slide it back in and it hits that spot and stops. So that's what it should look like. So if you guys have any questions there, just comment down below. So I made a couple reference points with a wet erase marker, and basically cleaned it with alcohol before I did that, so we don't lose them. But basically, that's where it's going to sit, more or less. Basically, we're going to just pull this adhesive strip off and set it on there. We should be good. Line it up, both sides. Looks good. Press it firmly. Get it all adhered here. Basically what that'll do is just allow you to slide that in, hit that, and stop right where you're supposed to be. So let's set this back in here, test it out, make sure that it's hitting where it's supposed to hit. And that looks really good. You can kind of turn it a little bit and that'll change where it hits just a tiny bit. That looks really good. So basically that's sitting right where we want it. And your AutoTrickler will come in from the side here and trickle in. So you should be all set there. One thing we will have to do is set up our app that they have, which is pretty easy to do. Alright guys, so we've got the AutoTrickler set up. We've got powder. Always use the funnel, otherwise you make a mess. Put your lid back on. We've got powder inside of our, let's see if we can get it on video here. Oop. Inside of our trickler, so we're set there. And then you just got to make sure that the trickler is actually over your cup inside there, which it is, so we should be good there. Basically what you'll do now is get on the AutoTrickler app and put in the powder that you want, and then it'll start dispensing. Alright guys, so here's my setup. I've got my AutoTrickler, the powder set up, everything's in place. On the app, I'll put in the amount of grains that I want. One thing that I did learn is that this O here stands for open, and if you turn this, that locks the powder. Okay, it'll go all the way to the X, so that has to be open for the throw to go. And we're set up. Let's do some of this. I'll show you how it works. Very simple. Alright guys, so there's the AutoTrickler app there. Basically you just click on that. It's gonna say set target. So first of all, it's disconnected, right? So we're gonna tap to scan. It says scanning, please wait. AutoTrickler found down here if you hit connect. So we're set there. I'm gonna set mine to 30. Setting target. So I need to turn my AutoTrickler's not on, so that didn't help. So once that's on there, set target. And there you go. That easy to use the app. So alright guys, so this is set up at 30 grains. Now they do have on the bottom of this, and I'll show you why. Let's go ahead and just dump this back in here. The nice thing about this system, as soon as you put this back on and it calibrates to 0, it's gonna automatically throw, and it's going to start automatically trickling. As you can see, I was at about 27 grains, so I probably want to get it up closer to 29 grains with the throw, and then let the trickler trickle it in. So to do that, you can actually open up this a little bit on the side by turning it lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So that gives me, I did one full revolution there. So I'm at 29.98, which is within reason for me. So we'll go ahead and dump this in. Go to the next one. As soon as I set it on there, it's going to throw. Oh, went too high. So I actually put too much powder in there by turning that a full revolution. So we'll go ahead and, it's a little bit harder when you're tightening it, because this next one's going to be high as well. But we'll go ahead and see what it does here. Wow, right on. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. So we'll go ahead and dump this one in here. Let's see what happens now that we've tightened it. It should be less now. Yeah, 29.34. And AutoTrickler is just going to trickle it in. You can see it's pretty dang accurate. It's pretty fast. Let's go ahead and see how long this takes to do from start to finish here. So exactly on that time with that throw, huh? It's interesting. So getting that pretty close. There we go, 30, right on. You can see how easy it is and how fast you can go with this. And I'll do all my powder, and then I will come back and seat my bullets, and you're set. So it's a pretty fast process when you get to this part. It saves you a lot of time as far as the amount of time that it takes to actually fill your bullets with powder. So I always double check my bullets to make sure if I have powder in them or not. I weigh my bullets after I'm done as well, so just to make sure. So anyway, guys, that's it. It's a pretty simple, pretty awesome machine. Works well. That one's 2/100ths over, which is perfectly okay for me. Usually I want to be within 4/100ths is kind of my, so if I'm 2/100ths low or 2/100ths high on grains, I feel like that's appropriate. It's not going to make any difference as far as my accuracy, especially with me shooting. It's it's not the bullet that has the problem. So what you can do, like for example, this is 29.96, you can go ahead and trickle it yourself and try to get a couple pieces in there. Going around, there it goes. So I trickled a couple pieces in there, and I got right at 30. The other thing that you can do, and I usually have here, is get a little extra powder, and you can just put it in this lid, and then if you go over or under a 1/10 or 2/100ths or 4/100ths, you can grab a grain and put it in there, and then you can get it up to where you want it to be. So anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it's informative. It's a really good machine. Save you a lot of time. It's not cheap. I can try to put the link to the website, but ultimately I just called the company, this data weighing systems and talked to them and got it set up. Like I said, it takes about 6 weeks to get it delivered, but it's a great product. It'll save you a lot of time, and it's extremely accurate. So if you're looking for accuracy and time saving, especially if you're shooting in these matches and you're going through a 50, sometimes 200 rounds a match, that adds up quickly, and this saves you a lot of time. I do plan on getting a progressive press, most likely the Dillon 550C. If I get that, and when I get that, I will put up a video on that and show you how it works in combination with this, which is a really cool system, which I have used at my buddy's house that runs PRS matches all the time. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this was informative. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did like it, hit a like. If you didn't like it, then I'm sorry I wasted your time, but have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.